Megan is a very popular girl in her class, and she's planned her party and invited all the girls in her class to attend, and including, of course, her best friend Cindy. And that day in school, wouldn't you know, there's a new girl in class. So they're trying to decide whether or not they should invite the new girl to come to the party or not. But their impression of the new girl, because, you know, it takes a while to figure the new girl out, but their impression of the girl is that she's kind of incredible, kind of remarkable. So of course they'd want to invite her to the party. As they nibbled their cookies, Megan and Cindy headed down the hallway and descended the concrete steps that led to the playground. "What do you think of the new girl?" said Cindy, being careful not to have a mouthful when Megan was reading her lips. Megan was already searching the playground for Alexis. "We're supposed to say hello and thank her for the cookies," she said. "What's her name again?" said Cindy. "Alexis," said Megan. "Alexis Powell." She finger-spelled the letters of Alexis's last name so that Cindy got it right. "How do you know how to spell it?" asked Cindy. "Ms. Endy wrote it on the whiteboard," signed Megan with an edge of exasperation. Cindy was her best friend, but at times Megan suspected that Cindy was difficult on purpose. The two girls scanned the playground for any sign of Alexis. Suddenly, Megan thumped Cindy's shoulder and pointed to the far end of the blacktop. Together, the girls looked just in time to see Alexis running at the head of a pack of fifth-grade kids who were playing soccer. Alexis outdistanced the other players with a shuffle step, a quick and efficient 1-2-3, like she knew exactly what she was doing. She tossed her blonde hair over her shoulder and held her ground as two boys advanced on her with the soccer ball. Alexis faked to her left and landed a solid side kick on the soccer ball that sent it scurrying down the length of the field. Megan and Cindy turned to look at each other, and when they did, their mouths were hanging open, full of cookie. Megan swallowed before she spoke. "The new girl can play soccer," she said. "I know," said Cindy, nodding and nibbling. A couple other girls from class clustered around them as they watched Alexis charge downfield on the offensive toward the fifth-grade boy playing goalie for the other team. Alexis could really run, and the girls groaned appreciatively when she elbowed a fifth-grader out of the path. "She's tough," said Megan. "And she's smart," added Tracy. "And she's nice," said Cindy, returning to her cookie. "And I love her sweater," said Megan. She glanced at the other girls to make sure they were all in agreement. The girls nodded. They all agreed. Alexis Powell was really something. Megan took another bite of cookie and turned back toward the field. She didn't want to miss what happened when Alexis reached the goalie. "She's practically perfect," Megan said thoughtfully. She repeated the new girl's name, practicing the way Ms. Endy had written it on the whiteboard. Alexis Powell.
A read-through is almost always the first day of rehearsal when you have all the actors and the writer in the room, or the writers in this case with the composer, and we all get together and the stage manager and everybody's there, and it's the first time, and it's before we do anything other than just sit around a table and read the play. And it's the first time we get to hear it with the actors we cast, saying the words that the writers wrote, and hearing sometimes the songs. If it's a sing-through also with the read-through, then the composer is playing on the piano.
Class, say hello to Alexis Powell.
Hello, Alexis Powell.
Alexis is joining us for the remainder of the school year, so I'm sure you'll welcome her here at Wilmot Elementary.
Her hair. Her clothes. Her smile. Her eyes. She's perfect.
I've never seen anyone so perfect in my life. People say I'm perfect.
Blocking is what we call the action, the movement, the behavior, the coming and going, the entrances and exits to any scene, any moment in the play. Try to think of you running, all of you girls running to your desk and sitting down and then saying, "Hello, Miss Alexis Powell."
Class! Say hello to Alexis Powell.
Hello, Alexis Powell.
Yeah, we hardly ever in a rehearsal land on blocking and the movement of a scene the first time, and it's the perfect way to tell the story and the scene. Okay, I've another idea. Let's go back. Let's go back. We're gonna have you stay there.
Stay here?
Stay here. So turn around, class, and that way you can kind of take this, you know, class, say hello to Alexis Powell.
Do it after.
Then I want to just open this up. So class, you turn around and say hello to Alexis Powell. Right, and maybe kind of turn and say class as you come here, boom, say hello, and then her name's here, and then there she is. Boom, Alexis Powell. So let's just go for Mr. Morgan class. Say.
Class, say hello to Alexis Powell.
Hello, Alexis Powell.
And then we rehearse, and we try to just get a chance to do it again and again and again.
Her hair, clothes, her smile, her eyes. She's sorry. Perfect. I've never seen anyone so perfect in my life. People say I'm perfect. It simply isn't true. This one eye is bluish green, the other greenish blue.
That's what I call perfection.
She's past perfect. She's future perfect. She's blue perfect.
Sit by me.
Sit by me. Sit by me. Sit by me.
I love tech. It's one of my favorite times. It's when we finally get into the theater. So we get to move out of the rehearsal room and we're in the theater. We're in the space that we get to tell the story. We're going to be in the space that the audience will be in with us. And tech is the time for us to work with the lighting designer and the set designer and the costume designer.
I am not perfection. I am this much shy. I'm 99.99% perfection. But at least I
Hold, please.
And then we're in performance, which is showtime.
This scene takes place in a classroom. When it opens, you'll see Cindy, Keisha, Bethany, and Megan, and they're all sitting at their desks and they're in class getting ready to work. Then all of a sudden, this new student shows up, and she is beautiful. They think she is just perfect. She has this great curly hair, perfectly straight teeth, and shining eyes, and her name is Alexis. All of us girls just look over and stare at her and think she is just beautiful. Then you're going to see Alexis. She'll be performing a song, and in this song, she admits just how perfect she really is. In fact, she says that she's 99.99% perfect. And really that means that she's just almost 100% perfect. Nonetheless, all the girls just can't even take their eyes off of her. They want to be her friend. Then suddenly Megan gets this brilliant idea that she should invite her to her birthday party. And all the girls agree that she definitely should.
Do heliotrope. Oh, good one.
Heliotrope?
Alexis Powell.
Hello, Alexis Powell.
Alexis is joining us for the remainder of the school year, so I'm sure you'll welcome her here at Wilmont Elementary.
Well, your hair, your smile, your backpack.
You're perfect.
People say I'm perfect. It simply isn't true. This one eye is bluish green, the other greenish blue. I am far from perfect, so please hold your applause, for I will now recite a list of all my flaws. One time in math, I made a B, a very, very, very big deal for me. I never ever score so low in math or soccer or taekwondo. But I admit my room's a mess. My nose curves slightly to the left. To look at me, it must seem odd to be so perfect with so many flaws. I am not perfection, though I admit I'm close. I'm 99% perfection. I miss by a nose. My hair's not straight, it naturally curls, which might be a flaw to other girls. I run and dance and swim and draw, but I've never seen snow. Another flaw. I play piano with no mistakes. I climb a rope. I bake a cake. But once I stumbled in ballet. It made me humble, so that's okay. I am not perfection. I am this much shy. I'm 99.99% perfection. But at least I try.
She's past perfect. She's future perfect. She's blue perfect.
Sit by me.
Sit by me.
Sit by me. The Matlin.
Well, it really helped being a mother of 4 while writing this book and working with Doug Cooney, how to recreate what it's like being 9 years old again. What happened last week, for example, with my daughter, who is now almost 12.
If there's adults or grown-ups playing kids, we feel like, oh, the pressure's on, because kids will sniff out somebody not being a kid on stage really fast. And so, but it's good. It just brings out the best in us.
Hi, I'm Tammy Lee Santemeyer. I'm 27 years old, and I'm an actress.
Cindy, oh my gosh, she's my best friend. And Casey, Ashley, Rosie, Emily, and Keisha, oh my gosh, my second best friend. And Tracy, Tina, Cece, Julia, and Bethany, oh my gosh, my third best friend. And
As an actress, there are some things I need to keep in mind. Like, what does Megan's relationship with her three best friends look like? Is Megan closer to Cindy than she actually is with Bethany? So those are some things that I need to remember. For example, her relationship with her brother Matt. What does their relationship actually look like? Are they close, or do they just fight all the time?
Is that why you talk to Dad? Could I make you feel real and sad?
No.
Could me being deaf make me less than perfect and make you less than perfect too?
You can't worry about what other people think. Nobody's perfect. That's what Dad says. Not me, not you.
Again, it's an actor's job to read over the script and to compare it to what the character should look like. And I know that it might look easy for me as a 27-year-old to play the part of a 30-year-old because I'm closer to age to that person. But that person is still very different from who I am. And as Tammy, I'm still a very different person than that character. So I still have to think about and figure out who that character really is and what their relationship looks like with other people. And that's the same thing I do with a 9-year-old character.
Okay, poster child. So, do you see any purple?
No, I don't see purple.
Oh, no purple. No purple.
How can I have a positively perfect purple party without purple balloons? Purple is a primary color.
One of the things that we like to do when we're pretending to be kids on stage is we take some time in rehearsal and we really spend some time doing exercises and playing games that make us remember what it felt like to be a kid on the playground or a kid in the classroom and not understanding a problem on the chalkboard or having a certain conversation with their friend in class or in school. And so this sounds kind of corny, but it really works.
It's a challenge. Well, I mean, it's already a challenge working with new people that you've never seen or worked with before. So that's one challenge I need to tackle. And then the second one goes with communication. But fortunately, everyone is so excited and so motivated to work with each other.
And some of the things that happen in the book, like when you're talking to a deaf person, not knowing where to look or not being sure how to respond, that's all based on my own experience of those conversations. I just put it right into the book.
As a hearing person who doesn't speak sign, and I want to feel comfortable with our people in the room who do speak sign, we have that scene where Alexis is gesturing and, and Megan shuts her down and says, "You look stupid, what are you trying to make, But at the same time, I hope that if some of us learn a little sign and we try it, that we're sort of okay with that and how we communicate to each other.
She was a little shy about it afterwards. She was like, "Should I not have said that?" And I was like, "Oh no, it was perfect. It was perfect." Because it's that kind of scrutiny that helps make everybody comfortable in the room, and to be honest about it.
Pizza.
Good. Gotta keep going.
It's really cool because right now we have a sign master who's teaching the hearing actors how to sign. So they're learning sign language. And they're actually starting to try to sign with me. Like if we go out on lunch breaks or after rehearsal, then they'll try to communicate with me using sign language. So it's great to see them improving little by little, day to day. And I'm sure that by the last performance, they're just going to be great at it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Okay, can we try this again? Kind of same tempo, please?
What I try to do working with a cast that has, anytime we're in rehearsal where we have two different languages or more, I always think music is another language too. So we really have three languages in the rehearsal room. We have the language of music, and then English, and then American Sign Language. And to direct a room where that is all happening at the same time is really making sure, first and foremost, that everyone's on the same page.
For Tammy and for all the girls, we have yet to set the exact music that we need for House to Have, Everything Out, the reveal of Megan's hands, and the imitation. So we do all that.
Every time you read a play and you're reading it thinking that you may be directing it, or if not directing it, having some part in putting it on stage, you read it thinking, how will we do this?
The biggest challenge that we had was the number of scenes that we had to achieve, the number of locations, which needed to happen quickly and efficiently in view of the audience, which meant that all of the scenery changes have to be accomplished by the actors or generally. One of the key moments in the play is the hamster maze, and having spent quite a bit of time reading the script, it occurred to me that this play was about the maze that Megan goes through in her life and her challenge. So we started playing with the notion of the set being a life-size version of the hamster maze. So it allowed us to create an environment of colored boxes that the actors negotiate during the course of the play.
We've had a lot of different conversation about how those boxes move, how a box can move with one actor moving it, with an actor who's half the size of the box. How can the box move but then also break and stop? So if I have an actor in the box, it can, the actor can feel safe and that the box isn't going to move around them.
There were complications, mainly just the size of the boxes, the weight, the maneuverability, how easy it would be for the actors to grab them and change their location or to spin them.
We have been having our actors come up, and we had a test box. And we just had a box that was built before we built. There's 9 different boxes, 10 different boxes in the set. We had one box built, and we're trying different casters, wheels, brakes, and asking the actors to move them and sing while they're moving them. And so we're trying to find the best thing to use for the set. We found out today that the ball casters that we were testing today might be too small. So now we have to order bigger ball casters and have them put them under the box, bring the actors back into the room and move them around. I'm so happy, and I thank everyone for taking the steps that we took, all the appropriate steps. It's speak now or forever hold your peace. I think this is the way to go.
We think we've solved most of those problems at this point, but we really won't know until we're on stage. That's one of the challenges.
Megan Merrill, this is her name sign, Megan Merrill. I think of Megan as being a girl who is extraordinary and independent. She's truly full of life. She loves people, and whatever comes her way, whatever she sees, she grabs onto it, and she loves particularly new kids, new people.
Megan is a very brash, spunky, charming, selfish, complicated, fun little girl who also happens to be deaf. But that doesn't stop her. She's very highly communicative. She's got tons of opinions and tons of reactions. Yeah, I guess that's who Megan is.
I love Megan. She is bossy. She orders people around. She's big-headed. But I mean, she's fun and she's nice. She's cool. Everybody loves her. And yeah, you might think that because she's deaf, that she's different or she's isolated from everyone else, but she's not. Everyone in the class likes her. She has 3 best friends, and they all get together and sign with each other. They're just great friends. Megan is great.
The new girl, Alexis Powell. Oh, I introduced her to the hamster. Who cares about the stinking hamster? You should invite her to your party. Oh, right. Wait, do you think I should?
What really attracts her attention is how people are different. She knows that she's different. She knows she's deaf, but she doesn't dwell on it. She doesn't think about the fact that she's deaf all the time. But yet, I like this appreciation she has for all sorts of people. She's a girl with a lot of spunk, and she reminds me a little bit, well, not only of me, but of my daughter in real life.
When you meet deaf people or deaf kids, they run the gamut, of course, in terms of personality. But Megan is a particularly rambunctious little girl.
This particular chapter that I read, this particular portion I've read here, is where Megan, just like in any other situation, goes up and makes friends. And we have a situation here where there's someone here by the name of Alexis that Megan doesn't quite know how to respond to. Most people have no problem making friends with Megan, and Megan has no problems making friends with them, but Alexis seems a bit reserved, and it throws Megan off, and Cindy too. So they use this opportunity to check out what Alexis is up to, and see that maybe perhaps Alexis isn't the same as everybody else. And they are going to still determine whether or not Alexis is going to be a friend of theirs. And for the first time, Megan learns a lesson that people may not necessarily like her right away.